Been now a little over a week since Danelo Cavalcante was recaptured after escaping the Chester County prison. All this week, Action News has taken you to Brazil to look at his past. And tonight, Action News anchor Walter Perez recounting his experience in Brazil.
The plan was to come to a South American country where they speak Portuguese and then try to find people linked to the Cavalcante case in a poor rural section of Brazil. With the help of some wonderful people we met here, we were able to accomplish what we set out to do. We traveled more than 4,000 miles from Philadelphia to Sao Paulo, and then hundreds of miles more on the ground to piece together what happened during the years before Danelo Cavalcante escaped from prison and was recaptured in Pennsylvania. Fortunately, we were able to make contact with Isabella Martins, a local journalist in the city of Palmas, who served as our interpreter, our guide, and our field producer. She and our driver, Bruno Sforson, took us through this impoverished region where we quickly realized the people here have more important things to think about than Danelo Cavalcante. This man says, I know he escaped from prison, but they caught him. I think he killed someone. He says, yes, I've seen a little bit. I don't remember his name, but he escaped from jail in America. I think they found him. Still, there are others who care deeply about this case. That includes Eva Pereira Lima. She is the grandmother of a 20-year-old man Cavalcante is accused of killing here in Brazil back in 2017. She says even knowing this convicted killer will spend the rest of his life in prison brings her no joy. No, she says, I do not feel like there has been any justice in any of this. Only when that bad thing doesn't exist anymore, then I will feel peace. Then you have the regional prosecutor who is preparing to try Cavalcante in absentia for the murder of Walter Moreira dos Reis. Rafael Alami says what haunts him about this case is that a paperwork issue resulted in Cavalcante being able to flee Brazil even though there was a warrant out for his arrest. The prosecutor says they did not put the warrant in the national system of Brazil, so only the local police were aware. The federal police were not alerted, and that opened the door for Cavalcante to escape. That's the part that hurts me. Cavalcante will spend the rest of his life in prison for murdering his ex-girlfriend in Pennsylvania. Brazil has no death penalty, nor do they issue life sentences here. So the worst Cavalcante would have gotten here is 40 years for killing Mr. Dos Reis, but would have likely been released within 15 years on good behavior. Reporting from Brasilia, Brazil, Walter Perez, Channel 6, Action News.